Let's get moving, everybody. 8:46. It is still raining in Grand Rapids. It started late yesterday evening, and we have been in and out of some heavier pockets of rain in recent hours. Not so much over the past 2.5 hours, but in that overnight, we did have downpours and have gotten about 1.25 inches of rain. Actually, officially at the airport, as of the 7:53 observation, have gotten 1.16 inches of rain in GR, and I would imagine that's pretty common around West Michigan. Check out this warm front draped to the south, and this warm front did come southward a couple days ago. And, you know, when these warm fronts go southward, you get into these northeast winds, east winds, north winds, and it ends up being a little bit cooler than the models suggest. And a couple of those occasions were the last couple of days. We only made it to 51 degrees yesterday. The previous day was underachieving with the numbers. And I think today we're going to struggle with rising on the thermometer. Do anticipate back into the lower 50s. But with these clouds and rain showers around in the next few hours, we're not going to be going anywhere. It's on the cool side, lower 40s. Eventually, though, this afternoon, do anticipate that the widespread nature of the rain that we're seeing right now will start to back down, and there should be a few hours where it's just basically dry out there. A pattern of rain, but we do have some lightning strikes coming into southernmost sections of the viewing area. This is not severe weather, but it is sort of like we had across much of the central and southern portions earlier. Lightning strikes and even a few claps of thunder with some heavier downpours again for those sections closer to Indiana. East or northeast wind at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Take a look at these temperatures as talked about. They will be on the cool side. Of course, it's all relative to the season now. It's mild, I would say, it is considering we're still in March, but it's going to feel a little bit raw with all those clouds and some breezes today. The winds will really be picking up, though, tomorrow, folks, on Sunday on the backside of this system. And after a number of drier hours this afternoon, though there could still be a shower here or there, the coverage will be much lesser. We're going to pick up on wider spread coverage once again into the mid-evening tonight, really as early evening, say 5, 6 o'clock and beyond. That's where we look for some showers and thunderstorms to return. Check out the winds, though, from mid-evening and beyond tonight. They will be gusty out of the south, helping to send temperatures into the upper 50s in Grand Rapids to the low 60s just south of GR, and probably the mid-60s even by early this evening right along the Michigan-Indiana border. And the winds tomorrow, they will be howling on the backside of low pressure, gusting to 40, certainly to 40, perhaps 45 or even 50 miles per hour. I don't think 50 will be a real common, but it could get that high, could clock a 50-mile-per-hour wind gust, especially south of Grand Rapids on Sunday morning and early afternoon. Look at how we go with the model, though. Late morning, early afternoon start to shrivel up. The precipitation echoes. This particular run of the model is not real bullish as we go into the evening, but I think after around 4 or 5 o'clock, there's going to be a chance for scattered showers and thunder showers to return. There's going to be severe weather over north central Illinois this afternoon, perhaps even very significant. And when that does develop, it will be shifting towards our region, the southern sections, but it'll be running into an environment that'll be a bit less favorable to support that, even though this model, again, is not really generating it for some reason on the most recent run. As it gets closer, again, between about 7, 8 o'clock tonight and maybe midnight shortly thereafter, that would be our threat time for a gustier storm. Van Buren County, Kalamazoo, and southward to the Indiana line. I think that's the best chance to see a gustier storm. So we'll see how it plays out, folks. Bottom line is rainy periods today, and there's going to be showers tomorrow as well, as you can see on the model, but not any thunder. It'll be much cooler. There's the look from the Storm Prediction Center. Really no changes from yesterday. I think the further south you go, that's the chance for a strong storm, maybe a severe storm. It doesn't look like the bullseye is in West Michigan here today, but perhaps some of that residual activity from north central Illinois, we'll have to track that. This evening goes cooler, temps falling into the 40s tomorrow, and unfortunately, Sarah, I have dramatically pulled down numbers this week. We're talking 40s all week long.
Hey, Anthony.